Welcome back, human. I hope this finds you well as we continue our full month of love. This week, we're facing the feelings of unworthiness and looking inward to see what happens when it starts to shape how we move through the world. There are statistics that tell you how we don't have friends, how lonely we are, and how many people are single. No one really needs a reminder. We already know. There is just something so human about wanting to be loved, to belong, to feel worthy. And when you're not sure you're worthy or that you belong, you start negotiating, giving away pieces of yourself a little at a time. It looks like agreeing to food choices you hate or that upset your stomach just a little, so you say, so that there isn't a fight. It sounds like not speaking up when something was said that made that same knot form again. It's finding yourself agreeing with values, ideas, messages you don't totally align with, just so that you can stay in a group, so you can fit in. Because speaking up is hard. It's uncomfortable. It makes waves. I say this with love. Your worth will never be granted to you by someone or something outside of yourself. Using your valuable and precious resources, your time, your words, your attention, to garner your worth outside of yourself is like shooting darts at a moving target. Even if you hit the bullseye once, it asks you to do it again and again. It took me a lifetime to realize that if I can't be the full breadth of my humanness, if something requires my perfection or my silence, then it just isn't for me, as hard as that is to accept. So, as you sit with these emotions this week, here are some questions to think about. What phrases do I repeat when I'm trying to make myself easier to accept? What do I hope will happen when I soften my needs or my words? The answers may not come right away. And as always, awareness is enough. So, let's take a big, deep breath in. Quiet the mind. Open self. Now, let's begin. I release the habit of shrinking myself in everyday situations. I release the habit of shrinking myself in everyday situations. I release the need to justify myself to feel accepted. I release the need to justify myself to feel accepted. I am allowed to move at my own pace. I am allowed to move at my own pace. I release the belief that I am a burden to others. I release the belief that I am a burden to others. I release the need to make myself smaller in conversations. I release the need to make myself smaller in conversations. I do not need to defend my presence in any space. I do not need to defend my presence in any space. I release the habit of apologizing for existing. I release the habit of apologizing for existing. I do not need to make myself smaller for others to be comfortable. I do not need to make myself smaller for others to be comfortable. I allow myself to exist without seeking permission. I allow myself to exist without seeking permission. I allow myself to be seen even when I feel unworthy. I allow myself to be seen even when I feel unworthy. As you move through this week, notice the moments where your mind starts editing before anyone else does. Awareness matters. So, until next time, keep affirming, keep believing, and keep becoming the change you wish to see in the world.